Hi everybody, this is Daniel Majik here from the Ontario Rack Club, and I'm going to show you a simple way to use up things you have in your fridge to make something flavorful. What I'm making today is I'm making a meat base, like a Mexican meat base, which I'm going to be putting on top of rice with lime, cheese, and sour cream. So what I have, I'm going to show you all the ingredients I have, and I've already prepped it all, so it makes it nice and easy. So here we have just my carrots, onions, garlic, and bell peppers. I have a can of diced tomatoes, open diced tomatoes, which I will show you in a moment. Rosemary and thyme. I have a spice blend here, which consists of ancho peppers, which is just a mild smoked dried pepper. You could use a chipotle pepper, or you could use half the amount of cayenne. So in here, I have 1 teaspoon of ancho peppers. I have 2 tablespoons of paprika, 1 teaspoon of oregano. I have 1 tablespoon of ground coriander, 1 tablespoon of ground cumin. Then I have mustard seeds, cracked cumin, and I have some anise in there as well. Salt and pepper, just in the container here. Just gonna use a simple bit of ketchup, some soy sauce. I have about half a pound of ground beef. And I have beans, which I've soaked overnight. If you can use a canned beans if you have them. They're already ready to go. These here I had dried beans, so I just got them soaked overnight. I'm gonna hide some lentils into there as well. Add protein and oil. Now first, what we're gonna do is we just get our pan hot, nice and high, and we're just gonna add a little bit of oil. Doesn't need to be a lot. Now we're just going to render off our ground beef. We're just gonna render it off for a moment, just a few seconds, just to get as much fat out as much as possible, and we'll strain off the fat. Now I've got my beef rendered about 75% of the way cooked. Now it's just sitting in a bunch of fat. Now I'm just going to strain it off into a cup, which I have right here, and I will let it congeal, and I will throw it out later on. So I'm just going to strain off the fat. And now, once the fat is strained off, we're just going to season it with a little bit of salt and pepper, and then we're going to add in our seasoning that I had made earlier. All the seasoning, and now I'm going to add my garlic, onions, and my carrots as well. And then I'm going to cook this out for approximately another 3 to 5 minutes until the onions are slightly soft, and then I will add the rest of my ingredients. Now I've cooked this out for about 3 minutes. I'm going to add in my peppers now that I had cut up. I'm going to throw in a few bunches of thyme. I'm not even going to chop it up, I'm just going to toss it in. I'm going to add 1 stalk of rosemary as well. I'm going to add in my beans. I'm going to add about a 1/4 cup of lentils. They're just going to cook out, and they're going to dissipate as they cook out, so nobody will even know that they're in there. Just give it a quick little stir. Make sure everything is evenly distributed. I'm going to add my can of tomatoes. I have diced tomatoes here, by the way. I don't really like using the crushed tomatoes. I can't really see anything. I don't really get the best dispersion. I can't really see it. I like to get a potential bit of the diced tomato when I'm eating it. And then as it cooks down, it will break down as well. I'm gonna add about 3 tablespoons of ketchup. This here is gonna add sweetness, and it's gonna add a little bit more of the tomato body that you're looking for. Now I'm gonna add approximately 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Give it a stir, and then I'm gonna reduce the heat, and you can cook it. I'm gonna cook it in my pressure cooker for about 3 hours on a slow cook, but you could do this on your stove top and cook it out for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 hours, depending on what you like to do, or if you're gonna be home. If you're not gonna be home, and you're gonna go to the store, you're gonna go to the grocery store or something like that, I suggest putting it into something like a slow cooker or a pressure cooker so it can be monitored without being home. And as well, if you'd like, you can always add leftover coffee. This here is a great trick in Mexican cuisine. They actually use this, or they'll use the leftover beans from their coffee. But I'm not going to be doing that because I'm going to be serving this up to people that don't need the caffeine. Now I have it inside of my slow cooker. I'm just going to let it cook, as I said, for about 3 hours in my slow cooker. And this here, you can utilize this in many different ways. You can, once it's done, you can serve it as a chili, or I'm going to be serving it on top of rice, as I said, with cheese, sour cream, and lime. You can use it in soup, anything you like. This here's a great, you can put it inside of tortillas, and you can call it a burrito, or you can use it for tacos, whatever you like. It's simple, it's easy, and it's gonna taste great.